What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing another 2023 NBA mock draft video, and in this one I'm actually going to be talking about who I think the Brooklyn Nets should be selecting with the 22nd overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. Again, back-to-back picks for the Brooklyn Nets. If you haven't gone and checked out my video talking about the most recent pick, which was 21, of course, that the Brooklyn Nets have, I definitely recommend going and checking out. It actually should have come out a day or two potentially before this one. Of course, now they have pick 22 to go off, so a really exciting and really awesome draft for Brooklyn Nets fans and whatnot. Again, before I get into it, I would just like to say this is going to be a clip from my official 2023 NBA mock draft. So if you haven't gone and checked that out already, I do highly recommend it. It will be in the link in the description down below. That way, you guys will be able to know all the players that have been selected before this pick. Just in case you're wondering, why didn't I take a certain player with, this pick? It might just be because I've already taken that player with a higher pick. So, again, I do highly recommend you go and check out the full mock drafts, just so you guys are really all up to date with everything and whatnot. But yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just get straight into it with who I have going at pick 22 to the Brooklyn Nets in the 2023 NBA draft. Now, this is where it gets really interesting because the Brooklyn Nets actually have back-to-back picks. They also have pick 22. And with the 22nd pick, I kind of went a very similar type of formula that I did with, how they, of course, handled, Leonard Miller, who I had going at 21 and whatnot. I do still think that the forward/wing depth would be the biggest issue on this Nets team. They've already got Claxton, who's a dominant, I think center in the league, who they don't really, I think they've got Sharp as their backup as well. I don't think they really need a center. You've got point guards, you've got Dinwiddie, and I'm assuming, I don't know if they're going to trade Simmons away, so you still got those two dudes. Yeah, I think you're bringing in a backup forward in Leonard Miller, but I think you'd also still like the flexibility of having a dude who, yes, can play small forward, but also can switch to that shooting guard position. So therefore, I've kind of actually decided to select Dariq Whitehead with this pick. And I just think this is a really, really good decision by the Nets if they go through with this guy. He's a 6'7" shooting guard / small forward. The really nice, I think, wing type of prospect that you would really like to have on an NBA team. There's a couple of issues though with Dariq Whitehead where some websites actually have this guy at a different height. I'm not too sure why, but it just seems like these websites can't really decide what he is. I believe at Duke he did actually come in at 6'7", but I've seen websites have this guy at 6'4.5", 6'5", which isn't great if you want to play the small forward position. So it would be a really interesting thing to see what his official NBA height is going to be. But I think in terms of believing what the main evidence we've heard that this dude is 6'7", I think, yeah, you're looking at a guy who can very easily switch from that shooting guard to that small forward position. He's definitely done it a lot at Duke, especially this season. I think that's just a really obvious one. It's being said that he's one of the best wing prospects in the 2023 draft. He's a big-time athlete who is smooth in the open court and can play above the wing. He's got a solid size for a wing and all the athleticism you could hope for. He's developed into an athlete who was smooth in the open court, as I just said, can play above the rim, but can also be a really nice ability to have a good jump shot, an extremely consistent three-point threat. His shooting has improved so much, it's being said, and he has a really good work ethic and a determination that could potentially lead him into being a really, really good player as well. It's also said that he's a standout defender who can guard 1 through 3 and has a +4 wingspan. We're looking at a dude who has a wingspan of, I believe, basically nearly 7 foot, which is kind of just like crazy to think about the defensive ability and prospect you're kind of looking at with this guy. You're like, wow, you wouldn't be surprised if a team actually does have this guy, maybe even going a little bit higher. Now, again, automatically, if you're a good three-point shooter and you can defend the perimeter, you're already going to be a solid player probably in the NBA, who a lot of teams are, I think, going to be looking for and potentially wanting. It's being said that this guy can be your regular, really nice 3 and D type of player, but some believe he has the potential to even get better than the regular 3 and D type of player, and if improves and really does well in his, kind of workouts, could even jump from being pick 22, where I have him, and of course being a mid first round pick, like a pick 14, a pick 15 type of player. I've even seen some people compare this guy to Bradley Beal, which is just a really awesome comparison if you're him, and I think that could almost even knock up his draft value a little bit more, because look, as I said at the time of making this video, he's a 6'7" dude potentially. Some websites 6'5". I don't really know what's going on there. That can be a really consistent 3-point shooter, but also be a really nice perimeter defender. But might have the potential to be a Bradley Beal type of player one day, where he's a nice shot creator, he gets that mid-range shot going, and he's not scared to have a mid-range shot. And I think if you're the Brooklyn Nets, what I would kind of compare him to right now is actually like a younger Mikal Bridges. And I just feel like if you were to bring in Dariq Whitehead and, of course, potentially Landon Miller, right, I just can't imagine how defensively insane a starting 5 could one day look like, of like Spencer Dinwiddie at the 1, Bridges at the 2, Whitehead at the 3, Miller at the 4, and Claxton at the 5. That would, I don't know, man, something about that defensive ability at that 5. And if Bridges keeps becoming this shot creator that we know he can be, Dinwiddie's a terrific shot creator as well. You got shooters now like Whitehead there. I think Miller has to improve from 3, but he might have some offensive fundamentals anyway. You're looking at a team that's really good starting 5-wise on defense. And look, whether these guys might not start because they're going to be late first round picks anyway, but you're looking at guys who have the potential to start in the future. And look, Cam Johnson's going to be there as well, who's probably going to start. And look, I don't think they mind taking a backseat to him. He deserves his time to shine as well. It's going to be really interesting. This Brooklyn Nets team could become one of the best young teams, I think, in the NBA. And God, if Ben Simmons can be what he used to be, like even 3/4 of what he used to be back in Philadelphia, people just forget how this guy used to be one of the most dominant defenders in the league. Like, imagine if he played point guard and you had Bridges, Whitehead, Miller, and Claxton all in that starting 5. Yeah, no one's scoring on that team. That's just a realistic thing. But yeah, we know Ben Simmons is a long way to go. Now, I do hope that one day he can get to being what he used to, of course, be. But of course, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for all the latest NBA content and NBA news. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you guys think what I've done with this mock draft is very good? Do you guys like the picks that I've made and whatnot? Are you guys excited to see how this goes? This will probably be my last one, I think, until I do the updated lottery one, because I don't know if I can do any more. I don't think I can cover the second round. There's probably just not enough information to really go over. So I'll probably just stay with this first round, and I really do hope you guys enjoy it. It's been a wild ride, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited that this is the last one. There's been a lot of research, a lot of talking, but it's been all worth it because you guys have been absolutely awesome in the comments and have just been the best fans and terrific people, and the support has just been so great. So definitely go and check out all my other parts. This video will eventually probably be combined into the whole big part of the whole first round, which I'm super excited to put together. Probably going to take me 10 years to edit this video, but again, looking forward to it, and I just hope you guys enjoyed this so much. And as I was saying, if you do, comment your thoughts and opinions. Go and subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/vlog channel. Check out my podcast as well. All of them will be getting linked in the description down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.